Kia ora everybody, Sarah from Te Araha Family Budgeting Services here again, and I'm thrilled to bring you week 2 of our Kai from the Kitty Kitchen tips. And this week we're going to talk about meal planning. Well, what is meal planning? Well, quite simply, it's asking the question, what's for dinner tonight, once a week instead of 7. And that's got to be good, right? So meal planning, we suggest that you try to break down into 3 steps. The first one would be to actually work out what meals you want to make for the 7 days. The second one would be shopping for ingredients. And then the third, if necessary, would be prepping those ingredients. So when would we suggest you do this? Well, probably over the weekend, because you have a bit more spare time. That's if you don't work over the weekend. So you can take your time working out what you want to eat for the week, then going and shopping for the ingredients, and then coming back and maybe prepping those ingredients, say on a Sunday night, so it's all in the fridge ready to go for the rest of the week. Meal planning can be a very helpful, streamlining process, which ends up saving you not just time, but also money, and that's got to be good. Give yourself a bit of leeway to experiment, because not everyone will have the same way that they meal plan. So just do what works for you. Start thinking about what you're going to plan to eat probably about 3 days ahead of time, and that takes the stress off the situation, relieves the pressure, and you can really go through and work out what's going to work for you and your family. Then you can go through and decide what meals to plan for. Now, you may already have some recipes in hand that you know your family love, or you may want to go and find new ones. So decide on what you're going to do and what recipes you're going to do for the week. What we also suggest is that you cook recipes that you know, but you also maybe introduce a new recipe, one each week, just to expand the repertoire and keep things exciting and fun, and the rest of the family will enjoy it. Now, it's important, of course, that while you're experimenting, that you cook things that you want to eat. There's no point doing a fancy flash dish that no one likes. So make sure that you choose recipes that already has food that you know you enjoy, but it's just a different way of preparing them. Now, we've got some really, really good tools to help you with this, and one of them is below in the link that you can download for yourselves, and it's a writable PDF. It's a meal planner where you can put in the weeks, you can put in all your meals, and you can change it around as much as you like. So let's go and have a look at that, hey? And here we go. Here is My Money Kitty, My Meal Planner. It's an editable PDF, which is great. So you can actually type over and write in what you want for the week, including at the top here, you've got week of, and we'll go August 19th, which is next week. And then you can go through each day. So you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the way through to Sunday. And you can write in what you're going to have. So for example, you may not want Weet-Bix and toast. You might actually want to have eggs on Monday, so you just change that. You might want to have sandwiches maybe instead of cheese on toast. So we'll just write sandwiches in there. Dinner, yep, chicken, great, that's what we're having. And yep, I think I'll have some fruit on hand for a snack. And so on and so forth through the rest of the week. So you can decide whether you want chicken, pasta, vegetable, beef, sausages, whatever it is on each night. Bearing in mind, of course, that the beef casserole, that might be a great one to do with potatoes and do bulk and then have some left over for lunch the next day. So in that case, you could go, right, lunch, well, that's going to be beef casserole as well. So this meal planner is a fantastic way to take the mystery out of what you're going to have for tea, the mystery out of shopping, and it saves you so much time and money. So this is downloadable in the link below, and it is a really handy tool. I really suggest you use it. So you've got your meal planner, you've got your recipes. Well done you. Now, what do you need to make them? Before you head to the grocery store, I would recommend that you try a 2-step process to make this a little bit easier. So it isn't time sensitive or too tedious, but it will actually save you time when you get to the supermarket. If you do follow these steps and make your grocery list this way, you probably won't end up with that bag of shredded cheese or that bag of herbs that you don't need because you've already got them. So the first thing to do, it would be to make a master ingredient list. Now this would entail looking at all the recipes that you've chosen to do, take each recipe, check which ingredients you need for them, and see what you've already got in your kitchen, fridge, freezer, pantry. This way, you're not going to double up when you go to the shops. Now, once you've ticked off the things that you already have, you've got the starting of a shopping list, because you've got all that you need to get now is the rest of the ingredients. So how would I group the grocery list? Well, I tend to do it in order of going around the supermarket. So for me, I'm going to write down my fruit and my veggies first, herbs, any fresh bread, milk. Then I'll go around to the meat section and I'll write down the meats I need, and then back up the cheese aisle. So if you know your supermarket quite well, that's quite a good time-saving way to write your list, and it means that you won't forget anything by grouping those things together. A little word to the wise: leave the frozen section till last, and swing by the meat department first if you need the butchery department to do things for you, like chop up meat. If you don't have one and you know where it is in your supermarket, obviously just go do it as you go around. Another tip, remember those grocery bags before you head to store. I keep mine in my car, so every time I come home and empty them out, I take them back out to the car again, so I know I've got them, and that also saves you money. Bags for life means bags for life. And so prepping, what about the prepping? Well, I suggest you spend about an hour or so on Sunday prepping. Now, this may just entail looking at the recipes and it says chop up your capsicums or your zucchinis into rounds or cubes. Do that, put it into an airtight container and pop it in the fridge. You could even get a label if you want to and write what recipe it's for. It's a really good way to save time when it comes to the night that you're going to prep and cook that meal. Chopping veggies, washing the veggies, this all is prepping. If you feel like you can do that quickly at the night, that's fine, but for me it does save a lot of time. So, you've done it, now just do it again. It's really, really fun doing this, and it's a good way to make your money go further and to expand your repertoire of recipes. Your family will really appreciate it too, I can guarantee it. And it's less stress for you. So, have fun with it. Don't stress. If it doesn't work, that's fine. If you go to do a meal one day and it turns into something else, that's fine too. But give it a go. And I promise you, it'll make life in the kitchen a lot easier, and the impact on your wallet and your purse a lot easier too. So have fun, everybody. And we'll see you next week with some more great tips and advice from the kitchen. Ka kite.